So our 20 minutes start from now.
Okay, right. Good morning to everyone. I'm as an event manager. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Thank you for all being here today. I know you're all busy, so I appreciate your time. So before we begin, let's quickly do a roll call to confirm who is present.
Hi everyone, my name is Nurnisa Nazira and I'm from Finance and Sponsorship Officer.
Hello guys, I'm Hidayu as the program coordinator.
Hi, I'm Nur Elina Kesara as event designer.
And I'm Jem Permatasari as the logistic and technical coordinator.
Okay, so before we begin this meeting, I would like to tell all of you about this meeting. The purpose of today's meeting is to review and evaluate the Employee Appreciation Day that was recently held. We are here to reflect on how well the event achieved and its objective, assess employee engagement and certifications, review the program of activities, and discuss any areas where we can improve for future events. Okay, let's move to our finance and sponsorship. What do you want to say?
So from a financial perspective, the event was executed smoothly and stayed within budget. We were allocated a total of 3,000 ringgit and managed to spend only about 2,700. Most of the savings came from a food sponsorship we secured from an external company, which helped reduce our catering expenses significantly. However, one of the challenges we encountered was the short time frame for securing sponsors. Some potential sponsors mentioned they needed more lead time and formal proposal. For future events, I recommend that we start reaching out to sponsors at least a month in advance. This will increase our chances of getting more support, especially for items like gifts or lucky draw prizes. By planning earlier, I can potentially reduce costs even further and improve the overall experience for attendees. So, do you guys have any questions?
Yet, do you think there's anything we can do differently next time to reduce technical setup costs without affecting the event quality?
Okay, thank you for the questions. Overall, from me, the logistics went well. But yes, I think we can reduce some costs next time. For an example, we can try to borrow equipment like microphones and cable from other departments instead of renting. Also, if we plan the setup earlier, we can avoid rushing and use less manpower. So with better planning, we can save more without affecting the event quality.
Alright, that sounds great. Thank you, Diane and Nisa. I truly appreciate everyone's effort in making the event a success. The strong turnout and positive feedback show that our team worked hard and delivered something meaningful. At the same time, there's always room to grow for improving time management, to involve more departments and planning earlier for sponsorship. We gather great insight here. I will compile all of the points into a report for the senior management and use them as a guidance for our future planning. Thank you again for your dedication and teamwork. Let's move to Elena. I'm sorry. Let's move to Hidayu.
For me, as the program coordinator for our recent Employee Appreciation Day, I will share a brief review of how the event went based on our objective and feedback received. So first, about our event objective. Overall, our main goal were to recognize staff contribution and boost morale across all departments. From the feedback we gathered, I believe many employees mentioned that they feel seen, valued, and more connect to the company after the event. The award presentation and personalized message had a strong emotional impact. Next, we had a great turnout, which is nearly 90% of staff attend. Also, people actively participate in the activities, especially the team building games. Uh, I will also talk about our activity and program flow. The event starts with a welcome speech from senior management, followed by recognition award. Then we move into fun game and photo booth session, and lastly lunch. The team relay and trivia quiz were especially popular, and timing was mostly well managed, although we did run slightly over during the prize distribution. Lastly, for areas for improvement and suggestion, so there are definitely a few things we can work on. Firstly, the sound system had some issues, which made it difficult for everyone to hear announcement clearly. We also received feedback about food option, which is some employees with dietary restriction feel limited. So, in the future events, we should also consider offering quiet space for those who prefer a more low-key experience. That's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Idayu, for that true and insider review. That sounds interesting. It's great to hear that the event achieved its key objective and that the staff was so engaged and appreciative. Alright, let's move to the graphic designer. Anything do you want to talk about, Elena?
Yes. So, as an event designer, I try to visually differentiate each segment of the event. For example, using a gold and navy palette for the award ceremony to create a formal yet warm tone and more playful colors for the games area. Based on feedback, the transitions were smooth and the design helped people stay engaged with the program. The multimedia slides for the staff recognition segment were especially well received. Just for improvement, I have a few suggestions. The first one is we can do a better signage because of some guests mentioned they weren't sure where certain booths or zones were. We could improve directional signage and use clearer visuals. Next is we can use an eco-friendly decor. We can consider using more sustainable materials for banners and backdrops next time. And the last, we can add some interactive design, maybe adding a digital wall where people can leave virtual messages or thank you notes would create more lasting engagement. Overall, I'm proud of how the creative direction supported the event success. The design elements weren't just decoration, they helped to tell a story and made employees feel appreciated. With a few improvements, we can make future events even more impactful and meaningful. Is there any question?
I have one questions to ask you. How did the design choices contribute to employee engagement throughout the event?
Alright, thank you Nisa for the question. The design choices played a crucial role in keeping employees engaged by setting the right tone for each segment. The formal color scheme during the award ceremony helped emphasize the importance of recognition, while the playful colors in the games area encourage interaction and fun. These visual cues help attendees transition smoothly between different parts of the program, making the overall experience cohesive and enjoyable. Thank you.
Okay, that's all wonderful. Thank you, Lisa and Elena, for the great update on the event design and visuals. It's clear that the creative elements really help make the event special and engaging for everyone. I also appreciate the suggestion for improvement, better signage and eco-friendly options are definitely important. Okay, the idea of adding digital walls sounds exciting and could really boost participations. Okay, for the last one is the most important ones. Logistic.
Yes, so I would like to share my thought on the event. I believe that the main goal was to appreciate our staff and motivate them. From what I saw, we did well because many people looked happy and felt recognized. The positive mood showed that our staff truly felt valued. Also, the turnout was quite good. Most employees attended and stayed until the end. I noticed a lot of smiles and excitement, especially during the games and award ceremony, which tells me they really enjoyed themselves. In terms of program, the event followed the schedule smoothly. We started with a welcome speech, then moved on to awards, activities, lunch, and finally closing remarks. The quizzes and photo booth were really popular and helped create a fun and relaxed atmosphere. So, any question?
Can I have one question?
Yes.
Can you update us on what went wrong with the sound system and check-in process during the event?
So there were some technical issues with the sound system during a few speeches, and I take responsibility for that. I will make sure that the equipment is tested better next time with backups ready. Also, the check-in process was slow because many people arrived at once. So for future events, I suggest we use online check-in or QR codes to make this faster and easier for everyone. So to conclude, I think the event went well overall, and I'm glad that have played a part in making it happen. Of course, there were a few areas we can improve, like the sound system and check-in process, but I've taken note of those and will work to make sure they don't happen again in the future. That's all.
Okay, thank you Dian and Hidayu for the clear and honest update. I'm glad to hear that even if staff moral and had a good attendance. And I think that's the end of meeting. As an event manager, I would like to say, overall, the Employee Appreciation Day was a great success. We achieved our main goals of boosting staff morale and showing appreciation. With strong attendance and positive feedback, the event ran smoothly and the activity was well received. I think in the future we can manage this project successfully. Okay, anyone would like to say anything?
As from me, I'm very grateful that we managed to run the event smoothly and within budget. I would like to sincerely thank all the sponsors who supported us, especially those who contributed food and gifts, which really helped us reduce our costs and still deliver a meaningful experience for the staff. Moving forward, I believe we can improve by starting the sponsorship process earlier and preparing standard documents to make communication easier. But all in all, thank you again to everyone who contributed and cooperated. It made a big difference to the success of the event. That's all from me.
I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Sorry. I just want to take a moment to say thank you, not only to our amazing team who attended and brought the energy, but also to everyone behind the scenes who helped bring the vision to life. This event was a reflection of teamwork at its best, and I'm genuinely proud of what we created together. With a few learnings and feedback in hand, I'm excited to collaborate again and make the next event even more meaningful. Thank you and congratulations on the job well done.
As for me, I also want to thank for all of you, and overall, I think it was a successful event that met our goals and brought people together. And I look forward to working with all of you to make the next project. Thank you.
Okay, I think I appreciate all of your words and your great works for the success this project. I think that's the end of meeting. I would like to congratulations to everyone because your of your words and idea for this successfully project. That's all for me as an event manager who work hard for this project and all of you guys. Thank you.
Congrats to all of us and see you next event, guys.
Bye.
Okay, see you next event. Bye.